Hey guys, so as I'm sure you figured out by this point, this is the end of the game. If I go into the next chamber, I am going to be fighting the Metalhead leader, Core. Speaking of, what? I always remember the revelation of Core as the Metalhead leader as one of the most mind-blowing reveals in this entire trilogy. In combination with things like Haven City is actually just the world from Jak and Daxter, the first game, but in the future, and the fact that you got two Samos the Sages, you got a time twin, things like that. There's just lots of huge reveals in this game, and I always remember that being one of the bigger ones. Speaking of, I don't know why Core's face was black in that cutscene. Must have just been a graphical glitch because it was just pitch black. It wasn't any texture or anything. But if you actually go back and play the game or watch these videos, now that you know Core is the Metalhead leader, they're dropping hints like the entire time. There's one scene off the top of my head that comes to mind when they're in Vin's power station, and they're talking about how metalheads are awesome creatures. I think that's Core's line. And Daxter says, "Yeah, we saw a really big one once. It came through a rift gate, and man, was it ugly!" And Core just goes, like a grunt of disapproval or what have you. And now that we know that was Core, it's such unintentionally... it's an unintentional insult, but it's so funny when you think about it. So, I hope you've been enjoying this game. I hope you really see what I mean about how Naughty Dog stepped up the level of gameplay here. This world is just so much bigger, and there's just so much more to it than there was in Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy. And the storytelling is just much more robust and developed, and the gameplay, the models, everything, like, they really knocked it out of the park with this game. After I finish here, I'm going to go play Jak III, which I hope you'll join me for. And as I've said before, the Jak and Daxter series is like the teenage years, the coming to maturity of talking about how Naughty Dog has grown up with its fans. Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy, it's bright, it's colorful, it's family friendly. You start getting the introduction of some more mature concepts such as corruption, but it's pretty much an early teens, late kids game. Jak II, as I'm sure you've seen, is very much so not. It's all about the loss of innocence, or in this particular case, I would even say the theft of innocence. And all of the angsty, powerful, dark emotions that come along with that theft of innocence. When we get into Jak III starts exploring harmony and balance a lot more, and that's much more affiliated with the late teen years when you're reaching maturity and you realize things are not all bad as you may have thought a few years ago. So I hope you've enjoyed this journey through the world of Jak II. I hope you'll join me for Jak III, and if memory serves right, this is going to be a tough boss battle, so let's get to it.
Finally, you've decided to join us, and you brought the Precursor Stone. Good. The boy will now play his final part.
Not this time.
Oh, but this child is such a part of this. Such a part of you. Don't you recognize him? The boy is you, Jak. And this place, this is where you began. In the future.
But how?
You were hidden in the past on the hope that you would gain the skills to face me today. But Onin was wrong. Now that you've been altered with Dark Eco, the stone will never open for you. Your younger self, however, still has the pure gift. He alone can awaken the stone and the precursor entity which sleeps inside.
This stone is a precursor?
The last precursor egg. Ma was clever. He covered his tracks well through time, hiding his last egg from me and building the shield and city to defend it. It has been a long siege, but today I will finally feed on the last precursor life force.
I think you're forgetting one little thing, Metalomaniac. We've got the precursor stone.
Not for long.
It is finished. Our ancient enemy is no more. Take hope, brave one. The terrible darkness inside you is now balanced by a glorious light. We will meet again.
We haven't much time. I've sent the coordinates back to our village. Let's go home, everyone.
But we are home.
Kira, I'm afraid your Rift Rider must be used to send young Jak here to a place where he will grow up, safe from harm. He must become old enough to complete the destiny he has fulfilled today. Wait a minute. It's you. I mean, it's me. I have to take him back and watch over him, don't I? Ah, grubroots. Talk about being in the wrong time at the right place.
Hey kid, you take care. Oh, and trust me on this. Stay away from any wumpy nest on your 9th birthday, okay?
I sure hope I built this replica right. I don't know if it...
It's perfect, Kira. This is the very machine we found, or will find later.
What? I just built this. After seeing the first one, I mean. It's based on what I remember from before.
Honey, the more you think about it, the more it hurts the head.
I'll take good care of the child. And don't worry. I'll be back in time for the celebration. Farewell.
Thanks, Samos. Without you...
It's funny. The boy won't remember any of this.
No. I do remember the light.
Your transport is ready, milady.
Thank you, Captain Bruder. Come on. We'll be late for the party at Daxter's new place.
I've got so much work to do. Besides, it's not my thing.
Ten hut! As the new governor of this city, I ordered the commander of the New Crimson Guard to escort me to an official function. Is that understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
You can start rebuilding the city tomorrow. Tonight, we get to celebrate with our new friends. Besides, tough guy, I'm dying to see you dance.
Not likely.
Welcome to the Naughty Otso, the hippest, happiest joint in town. Check out the new decor.
Ooh, what a big trophy.
As if size matters. I bagged that bad boy myself, baby.
Onan says she doesn't know who has a bigger head, him or you.
We must not forget Vin and all the others who sacrificed their lives to defeat this evil and protect the child.
I still can't believe that little boy was me. Better times, huh?
You miss him, huh? You know, the kid grows up to be a handsome hero.
Hey, that's enough for you, lady. I'm cutting you off.
Trust me, she gets real mean when she's like this.
What'd she say?
Something about rubber tubing and certain parts of your mother. You don't want to know.
Ah! A metalhead!
Sig!
Sig! I knew that.
You're okay.
You cherries didn't think some nasty-breathed, giant-sized lizard was gonna keep me from the biggest party in town, did you?
I knew you were too tough for him, big guy.
You saved the city and more, my boy. Metalcore and his menace are history, and somewhere out there, an ancient race has begun again.
I'm just glad to be back home.
Yeah, well, rest up. We've got a lot to do, and so much time to do it in.
Don't say time. The Rift Ring was destroyed, remember?
You know, my mama used to read bedtime stories about Ma when she tucked me in. Give me a nice glass of warm yak cow milk, a little poopsie bear.
Bedtime stories? Warm milk? Poopsie bear? Buddy, you just blew your image.
I've got a feeling we'll meet Mar someday. He may be closer than you think.
You're the designated driver.
Oh no, I am done with adventures. Besides, you'll tell us before something happens next time, right, Samos? Right, Samos? You never know what the future may hold.
Wait. You know something, don't you, Feather Breath?
Who, me? No, we're just guessing, right, Samos? Hey, tomorrow, only time will tell.
No, you're gonna tell right now!
You little That's on my feet! That's on my feet!
Watch your
Don't touch it!
Jak, my boy, a future awaits.